Welcome everyone to my next project, IronFury Plays Golden Axe for the Sega Genesis. And this game is a very important game from my childhood. So, this is going to be a fun one. Anyway, without further ado, we have Arcade, Beginner, the Dual, and Options. I'm going to set Options real quick. We could set our life meter to 5 health bars, but I'm going to keep it the standard 3. And I'm going to change the controls here to my personal preference, which is A for attack, B for jump, and C for magic. I normally wouldn't do this with a regular Sega Genesis controller, but since I'm playing through emulation. Anyway, we have 3 characters to choose from, and our first character is Axe Battler, the Barbarian. He's 5'10", 200 pounds, has a long sword for his weapon, has earth magic, and the reason he doesn't care for Death Adder, the big baddie, is because, well, he killed his mother. So yeah, not good. So let's take a look at Axe Battler. He is generally the all-around character. He doesn't particularly specialize in one thing or another. And when he runs, he can do a shoulder thrust. When he can do a downward stab from the air. Not one of the characters I use all the time, and I won't be using him for the full playthrough. Anyway, if we look at his magic. Yep. Earth Elemental Magic. Our next character is Tyrus Flare, the Amazon. She's 5'8", and you never tell a lady her weight. She has a short sword, her magic is fire, and Death Adder killed both her parents. Now, as you can tell, looking above, you can see the magic meter, and she has a lot of magic. And that's really her specialty. She's the weakest in melee combat. She has a running jump kick. And when you press the attack and jump button at the same time, just like Axe Battler, she will take a swing behind her. But she is the weakest when it comes to melee combat, but her magic is the strongest, and she has the most amount of magic that a character can hold. Anyway, her magic is fire, of course. Let's take care of this guy. But I won't be using her for the full playthrough either. Our final character, and the character we will be using, and arguably the most popular character in the entire franchise, Gilly Thunderhead, the Dwarf. 5'3", 151 pounds. He has a broadaxe, he has the magic of lightning, and Death Adder killed his brother. Gilly Thunderhead is easily the best character in this game. Anyway, story time. Death Adder invaded the castle and has taken the king and princess prisoners. My good friend Alex was also killed in the battle. To defeat them is a must. And bringing peace to the land is my duty. Anyway, yeah, Gillius is the best character in the game, and we will be using him for this playthrough. He has the best melee, and as far as I'm concerned, that is my favorite way of dealing with enemies in this game. He takes them out so quickly, and he has such good range. His magic, though, is the weakest. He does a shoulder tackle as well for his running attack, and when you press jump and attack at the same time, he will do a rolling stab attack. And yes, Gillius does have electricity as his magic of choice. Now, technically that magic pot right there is too far to the left, but with the rolling attack, I can actually grab it. And of course, you get magic by beating up the little thieves. This woman is riding a Bazarian. Bazarians are the animals of the world, and yes, you can mount them yourself to attack enemies with. And that particular Bazarian is called the Chicken Leg. And I'm just going to clear these guys first, because when you get on the Chicken Leg, you can press the attack button, and the Chicken Leg will basically swing its tail. You can also ram enemies with it. But the thing is, in this game, once you got on a Bazarian, the only way you can get off is if an enemy attacks you. So you need to be careful. Anyway, this is Gillius' level 2 magic, because magic is in multiple stages, as you can see by the number. The Bazarians are a double-edged sword in a way. But anyway, we are at the boss of this stage. we have the Bad Brothers. And these are basically two bald giants. They will just stand there and watch as we take out these guys. Who, one of them also has a chicken leg of his own. But once we beat them, they will attack. And their main form of attacking is with their giant hammers, but they will run after you to ram you as well. So, yeah, you need to watch out for that. Anyway, another form of attacking is when you run and jump and hold down the attack button, you will do like a diving stab attack, or in this case, Gilly will just knock him out with the end of the axe. Anyway, the Bad Brothers are pretty easy to take out. So in between each stage, you have a little bonus game here where a thief will come and take some of your magic, and you have to get it back. But you can also earn some more. And eventually this will have other thieves involved as well that'll give you extra health. Anyway, our sworn enemy Death Adder is in his castle. We'll take a shortcut through Turtle Village. And that is our next level, Turtle Village, Stage 2. This level has a bottomless pit right here. This water, if we go in it, we die. And yes, the AI is that stupid, they will kill themselves a lot. Anyway, these guys are pretty easy to take out. Now, one thing that the enemies really love to do is they love to, like, go at you from both sides, and if you are enough distance, they will charge you. So you need to be careful of that. Just like that. Anyway, these guys are fairly easy to take out. Oh, we got some kids running, some villagers. Anyway, I think next we are about to introduce... Yes, our next Bazarian, the Blue Dragon. This woman riding it, we're going to knock her off. And the Blue Dragon will basically shoot a flame downward. This is really good for taking out enemies, especially off the side of the screen. Which, by the way, don't worry, take advantage of that stuff, because the AI in this game is very stupid, but if you aren't careful, they will take advantage of all kinds of dirty tactics just to take you out. This poor little thief. You gotta just mutilate him with the dragon. Anyway, we are at our boss here, which is these two ladies. I forget their name at the moment, but let's start taking them out. Now they won't attack you until you attack them. So, but this is what I'm talking about. They really love to take advantage of going at both sides. However, as you can see, the woman at the bottom here will not go any further. She'll try to go up despite that wall being there. So, if you just kind of stick to one spot here and then proceed to just beat the crap out of them. Anyway, next we have a skeleton and another woman here, followed by another woman riding a red dragon. I know it's kind of pink looking or even magenta, but this dragon shoots a fireball that will go the full length of the screen. Actually, it'll even go even further than that. I have no luck with Bazarians. I tend to not use them much. At least, not when there's a lot of enemies in the same room. But, by the way, I believe that's the only time we see the red dragon. Yeah, as you saw, there was a green thief. And that thief carries health. But anyway, once we kill this thief here, we're going to be done for today. So next time, well, we'll take on more levels.